Thank you very much for your waiting. We'd like to start Well-being Tech Forum, the morning program. And to start with, we'd like to invite the speaker who will support Vision Zero. And the speaker is the director,藤田俊弘, from the Institute of Global Safety Promotion. So, Mr. Fujita, would you please? Thank you very much for the kind introduction. There are three things I'd like to achieve today. The first one is Vision Zero. That is the trend in the world, that fact. And the second point is well-being, the concept of it. And the third pillar is well-being technology. That concept, these are the three messages I want to communicate with you. Exactly a year ago, over there is panels. I want you to see them. And the Vision Zero Summit was hosted by Japan last year. And there are many ideas and concepts, and we demonstrated the ideas for Vision Zero. And as you can see, all those organizations and the METI and the other ministries from Japan supported us to hold this summit. And IGSAP, the director or the chairman, Mr. Mukaidono, and the Minister of Goto, and the Tetosu, the President of, and the Broiler, Iska, those renowned speakers spoke with us the significance of Vision Zero through 16 sessions we held. And the management and leadership, that's one aspect, and the human resource and technology. These are the three pillars. And what are the social trends? We had 16 themes in the summit. For example, the first one is Mr. Asman, who will be the speaker today. Vision Zero as a national policy, and the DAPper from ILO of the position of Vision Zero in supply chain, and Kongolski at businesses, how they implement Vision Zero. Those are the topics last year. And Alan Stevens from the UK, ESG's importance. So how do we see Vision Zero? Trade show from ISA, and Mr. Takeda, who will be the chairman for the meeting, talked about the well-being and Vision Zero's relationship. Since we were the host, and technology was the focal point than usual, so robots and the collaborative, the technology and digitalization and mobility, these were the focal points last year as well. And what was important was that as in many different industries, so the agriculture, civil engineering and construction and production as well, we have spread the idea of Vision Zero. And Mr. Kamaishi, who is the speaker of today too, also spoke last year. And the excellence, Mercedes formula, and we have Hughes, Mr. Hughes, and how and what they exercise Vision Zero to keep winning at Formula. And Shimizu Corporation also explained and make speech. And lastly, new rules needs to be established in the era. Safety, health, and well-being. Through the idea, we need to establish rules. That's the determination last year at the summit. And why do we need to talk about this theme? because see the before and after. So before, safety was the first, right? And zero accidents. And safety was the major concept. But however, on top of that, we need to be healthy and enjoy well-being. And that should be enjoyed by workers as well. And that's the very important thing now. So ISA issued the well-being concept, and Mr. Mukaidono always used this page. This means that in the past, no physical harm or no something, that's the old concept. But instead, now we want to be more willing and healthy and more proactive to promote better condition. That's the trend and the pivotal aspects. I want you to understand this trend and change. So this change happened from Europe and simultaneously in Japan. Well, Dr. Mukaidono advocated as follows. Before, it was just cautious, and through the technology, we try to secure safety, but on top of safety, well-being will be materialized by human machine and environment. That's safety 2.0. This idea occurred from METI with their support, and the International Electrical Commission, IEC, issued the guideline or white paper for the future. So it was very successful to support and advocate the idea. So this new idea of safety and well-being, that trend, and utilizing ICT to change the world from Vision Zero and Vision Zero for all. Vision meaning we'd like to include and encompass everyone so that they would understand Vision Zero, and technology will support it. That was the Tokyo Declaration. So we are honored because Tokyo Declaration was issued for this pivotal historical change. Immediately before the Tokyo Declaration, Mr. Sakai from Expo proposes an idea that Vision Zero needs to be the theme to be integrated into this expo through the hop, step, jump. So he proposed the idea. Nikkan Kogyo newspaper support, and this event is serving as a hope for this initiative. That has been the background reaching here. Now the relationship with Expo, as you know, the Designing Future Society for Our Lives is the theme of the Expo, which will happen in 703 days ahead, and the People's Living Lab, which is the lab to try many things, and the sub-theme is connecting lives and the empowering lives and saving lives. These three themes are very significant. As you know, WHO, as Ivanos will discuss, SDGs 17 goals. At the center, we have SDGs in order to achieve human well-being. And in 1950s, the ILO tackling with this theme, and from 2015, safety, health, well-being importance were emphasized by them. And in the coalition, Vision for All is the target. So the expo and the safety, health, well-being idea are quite affiliated. Therefore, I'd like to talk about the technology side of it. As said, remember the lion, instead of separating and isolating the danger, we'd like to make the collaboration between human being and the machine and the environment. This is possible not on the production industry, but for healthcare and agriculture and the construction industry. This concept is important, and the FADAC is presenting many robots. For instance, this is for arc welding. In the past, you put the robot in a cage, but this is a collaborative robot. So thanks to that, the relationship with robot and human being has changed dramatically, and we will see such occasion in many opportunities. So for production, this is quite important indeed. However, on top of that, for instance, this is ILO's literature. At the top, you can see workers' fatality is quite high. That's a warning, which means that construction workers in the world, every year, 60,000 of them die, and in agriculture, 170,000 people in agricultural business are dying every year. So we were focusing on reducing the fatality in construction industry, but we are aware agricultural field, Magdalena from Poland will make a speech today, and these different industries needs to see the well-being. That's important. Well, I want you to see two examples from the construction site. Kawata-san from Shimizu will make a presentation, and tunnel sites are dangerous indeed, but when you enter, there is a warning system, and this improved the safety, and they obtained the safety 2.0 certificate by Shimizu. So this means that when you enter an area, certain area, the lighting and the sounding will warn you which is an environment, whether the person is safe or not, will be confirmed. And on the right side, this using AI camera, you analyze. So what was reviewed? Well, actually, the workers at the construction site or the managers, and the well-being and the mind of safe, peace of mind are improved by technology. So Shimizu has demonstrated it. And here's another example. Well, this is by Daiwa House. This is a Japanese housing company. And the mobile elevating work platform causes many accidents, and those workers, well, you can experience the actual platform. Well, while you are working, many people suffer an accident to hit the ceiling, so it's very dangerous environment. For this problem, Daiwa House introduced new technology, and I want you to see it later on. And by introducing it, the workers and the managers walk from blue condition to red one to improve safety and well-being, and it's now much easier to work in such environment. So seeing these examples, you understand that the technology was just for the production, but now it is spreading to construction and agriculture, and you will see even further application as well. And this well-being is new concept which will encourage even more technology development. So the higher you go, the better the well-being becomes. So I'm not saying that the technology is the only answer, but you need to think about the holistic way. But I'd like to emphasize there are so many examples that we saw applications from Hong Kong. So whatever the country is, we are challenging or taking the challenge to eliminate any accident and to make the environment more better place for workers. So in the past 5 years, we have exchanged, and the Nikkei BP issued a new book, and the title is Putting into Practice the Well-Being. And this is the book looking back the history of well-being, and the UK, Spain, Finland, Switzerland, and Japan, all those authors cooperate. And although today I introduced the Shimizu and Daiwa, but Mercedes-Benz and other companies' examples are introduced in the book. So lastly, 2030 is the target, so that human, machine, and environment will be connected through network to cooperate among them. So toward 2030, that's the goal, and looking at the 2023, it's not materialized yet. There are infinite possibility, and the 2014 it was seeded the Vision Zero, and in Singapore, Finland, Japan, and Spain 2 weeks ago we have discussed, and taking the opportunity of the expo, we flower them, and the 8 billion population on the world will enjoy the Vision Zero for all. That is the dream and the target we are aiming at. So I want you to join, and we'd like to have the participants as many as possible. Thank you very much. Mr. Fujita, thank you very much.